Welcome back to the CryptoLabs YouTube channel. Quick conversation regarding returns, APYs, what to do if you're starting with a smaller amount, and kind of how to overcome that barrier. Like, hey, I don't have a lot to start with. Whatever that means to you, because we're always comparing ourselves up, and I'm seeing that happen a lot. It's like, well, you have $10,000, so of course. Or, hey, you have six figures, or you have $5,000. And I don't, so I can't do what you do. I really want to bring this up. By the way, before we get too deep into it, filming has commenced for our free course. Our first course we're releasing is DeFi as a business. We look at different foundations, opportunities, where to find those opportunities, how to make profits, and a bunch of extra resources, including links and a bunch of really cool stuff we're sharing. So please let me know in the comments if you want access into the free course. We're planning on releasing a free course every single month moving forward, and they're going to be juicy. So I'm excited for you to get your hands on it. So please do let me know in the comments. I'll probably spend a couple hours once this thing releases and just drop links for anyone who requested it. So do so in the comments. Today, I want to talk about a comment that was made, and I get this multiple times per day. You made $100 a day because you invested about 8 or 9K. The smaller fish don't have 8 or 9K to invest. And I kind of talked about, like this is kind of why most people never achieve financial freedom, because they never take that first step and they're always comparing themselves forward. Now, some might say, Lucas, that's easy for you to say. I started deeply in debt. I had a job and I bought an apartment, and when I quit that job and wasn't making money and trying to figure things out, I had to sell that apartment to pay off massive consumer debt because I was putting everything on credit card. If I allowed that to stop me from building an empire, then I wouldn't be here. That's the very definition of faith, is like seeing something that maybe you can't see with your eyes, but you can feel with your heart, see with your mind. You trust it. And so Reggie here is talking about, I think, this position here. It's been doing like almost 1% per day. I did remove some liquidity. I did claim my rewards. I did move those returns, $564 of rewards in SUI and $441 of rewards for USDC. That was kind of over a week, maybe 9 days or so. Did rebalance slightly. And again, back to claiming fees as of, I believe, yesterday or as of yesterday or a day and a half ago for another week. So this was the position he was talking about, or I'm in other positions that are earning $109 per day. And I know some people might look at these values, which, by the way, this one I only started with $486 and was able to build that to $2,371. And I still have some leverage, so I'm earning fees on $3,303. That's starting on $486. If you can learn this skill, you can make a lot happen by starting with a small amount. And remember, someone else in the world would see 486 and say, but I only have $2. And money is so interesting to me because some of the wealthiest people I know, they operate off debt. They don't have money. They operate off debt. They know how to leverage debt. And so just to bring this into a real world example, I've been having fun with lending. And I decided, hey, I want to make a couple grand lending. Now, the returns aren't huge, but as I take profit from the bull run, and as I take profit, I think I'm at, again, I want to show you what's possible. I'm at $114,000 over this last month, 6 figures in a month. And so I take some profits off the table and I'm moving them into lending. Now, these returns aren't massive. They're good for lending. And there's reasons why these are a little higher right now. I'm at $1,000 a month, $35 per day. And I do not turn my nose up at that. Everything I started, even with this lending, I'm like, okay, I'm going to make $1 per day. Okay, lend out, this much, I'm making $1 per day. Can I get it to $2 per day? Can I get it to 15? Can I get it to 25? Now my goal is, can I get this thing to $2,000 a month? Don't discount the small steps, because the small steps equal massive leaps in the future. In the very near future, but you got to take the first step. So maybe you're starting with just a couple $100. Awesome. Or you're starting with a thousand or a couple thousand. We're always comparing ourselves up to other people. This is not going to change my life, $35 a day. But I want to get this to a couple $100 per day lending, and I want to have that insured. And so don't look at someone else's amount being like, oh my God, but they have 7,500 in here, or they have multiple six figures. Everyone I know, they started with a couple dollars, but they started, and then they mastered the skill set, and they mastered the skill set to the point where they understand, hey, I could take a leverage position at 486, make $1,800, be earning $30 per day. I've already farmed 161. And if I exited this position right now, I put in 486. If I chose to close this right now, I'd get 2,354. So I took $500 and now it's 2,500. And now I can deploy that and make even more. And then you have $10,000, and then you have $50,000. And then you get to the point where you've got an extra $113,000 more over the month. And now people will look at you and say, must be nice. Must be nice. I could never do that. Imagine if we said, imagine if we allowed ourselves to always believe we can't do something we've never done before. We'd still be babies crawling on the ground, never taking our first step. Yet we took the first step. And I know this is so cliche, but this has to be said on a Monday. The small steps matter. And the reason why most people aren't financially free is because they're like, I just can't do that because I don't have the capital. $10 a month or $10 a day or $1 a day, that's not going to change my life. So then they go take that money that they could invest and they go buy some shoes with it, or buy a movie ticket, or they put it on credit card, and now it's madness to me. Start with what you have. I know a lot of people in the UIG who started with very little. But they were patient. They learned the skills. They invested in their skill set and they let it grow. I don't want you not starting because you feel like someone else is so far ahead of you. I'm in these lending protocols and I'm not making any kind of life-changing money, but I'm going to stay patient. And every time I take profit, I'm going to move it in. And now I have capital also to reinvest when the markets take a turn. I can buy dips because I can exit these in a moment. There's a lot of different platforms for lending. I'm diversifying across platforms, and I'm also going to be taking on some insurance as these numbers get bigger and bigger. And then, hey, there's a turn in the markets. Awesome. I can inject more capital. I can buy undervalued asset. I can buy the dip, and I can make another 100 grand over the month by doing so. And then taking the profit, rinse and repeat. But you got to master the skill set. Can I get an amen to that? Can I get a hell yes? Can I get a heard in the comments below? Of course, if you do want access into some of our free resources, please do let me know. I'm hoping to have this done by the end of the week. It is a lot of work, but I am hoping to have this done by the end of the week. If you are in the UIG, please check out the portfolio review section. You get access into hundreds of portfolios and we review them. And there's some really good stuff in here. Jermaine said, it's been a little over a month and I've collected $6,133 in fees and doing about 100 to 350 per day. So obviously a lot of fluctuations because he is tight. And I believe in here he says that he's extremely active and has a higher risk tolerance. So he's able to, make some massive fees, but they do fluctuate a lot. So all I'm saying is we can start with a little. And if you learn the skill set and if you attack it with ferocity and with commitment, it's amazing what you can do. There is no better opportunity than DeFi in my mind, with the returns we can make, the liquidity we have, and with how little. It doesn't discriminate with how little or how much we have to start. Build the skill set. Build the skill set. Appreciate y'all. I'm going to move my mug in the middle and I will leave some videos here and here and here and here for your viewing pleasures. Do check them out. This YouTube channel has now probably 320 plus videos and they're all educational. Come learn stuff, subscribe, commit to this, and let's keep moving forward. With that said, appreciate you. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you soon. Peace.